Hello, everybody. Welcome to Deborah's Money Journey. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be focusing on my retirement savings. Now, this is for the month of February, and it's only about the 2nd of March, so we're still kind of in that time frame. But I want to get this cash stuffing done, and I have January's money sitting in here, and then I am going to cash stuff February and send this money to my Roth IRA and my investment accounts. So hello, welcome to Deborah's Money Journey. If you are new here, I want to welcome you. Thank you for being here. My channel is all about my financial journey, whether I am paying off debt, whether I'm saving money, whether I'm working towards goals each year. I share with you what I'm doing, and I also go over step by step my process. It has worked beautifully. I've been able to really be proud of myself for reaching some amazing goals. I paid off my student loan. I paid off my car. I paid off some credit cards. And now I am focused this year on savings. And that savings is mainly for my retirement. I am really focused on bulking up my retirement savings. And I'm doing that by using savings challenges and cashing out points, using YouTube Pay, whatever I can to bring in additional money. That's what I'm doing. If you find that this is content you would love to follow, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and join me as I go through this journey, sharing my process. So guys, I have a $25,000 goal this year to save. And what I do, usually when I have a goal, I like to really focus on how I'm gonna reach it. And I show incremental steps what that looks like. What I'm doing is showing how much money I'm investing, but I'm also showing, the little small amounts and how even the little amounts add up. And so for this savings, this is money that I have allocated for the month. So I set aside a certain dollar amount for cash stuffing. I was able to get a YouTube paycheck for the month of February. Or was it January? Yeah, it was for February, sorry. And so that money, to the tune of $115, I am going to be putting all of that money into my retirement savings. I also cashed out some of my credit card rewards, $150 to be exact, and the rest of it is money that I've been saving and setting aside for the month. So let's get started cash stuffing. I'm going to count my money and share with you how much money I'm working with. Okay. I'm going to put my money right here, and then I'm going to take my envelopes out of the binder. It's just easier to work with them that way, and I'll put them back in the binder when I am done. Okay. All right, so let's count how much money I'm cash stuffing today. I have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 595, 500, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I have $508. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope your weather is cooperating. We actually are going through like a little mini heat wave, and it just really turned March. It was so hot I turned my AC on, I was sweating. I said, wait a minute, it is not summer yet. What is going on here? But I'm not complaining. I know there's people who are still dealing with a lot of snow and cold weather. So all in all, we have some beautiful weather, and I'm grateful for that beautiful weather. All right, guys, so I have some savings challenges that I'm gonna be cash stuffing, and some of them are in this booklet format. So the first one I'm going to be doing is my Savings Butterfly Challenge book. Okay, so this comes from the Savings Butterfly. I will be linking the channels below in case you're interested in getting any of her challenges. She normally does savings books once a year maybe, so she probably has a new one out. But this one is going to take me a while. There's no rush because, again, I have a big goal. I have a lot of savings challenges, and I'm just going to do what I can. So for this one, this is, let me scoot this over a little bit. This book is big. All right, so this one, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Pick 30, 35, 5, and 10. I think that's it. So with that, I'm going to have $80 in stuffings today. Okay, so that's 30, 35, 5, and 10. Okay, so let me grab $80 and add it to this. Do I have 20 in here? Let's see. I do. So I'll take this 100 and put the 20 back. Okay, so I added 80. So this is the amount that I'm going to be investing this month. 100, 20, 40, 5, 55, 155. Okay, in my savings butterfly envelope. And the good part is March is a really good month for investing, I hope. I know sometimes we can have a down month, but I'm hoping we'll have a good month. But I was going to say dividends are going to be coming through probably for most people. So this is a good month to kind of bulk up on additional money from your investment positions, and you just reinvest them. They call that drip. That way, when you get those dividends, don't cash them out. Let them go back into the position so that you can grow your positions. Okay, my next challenge is the Sloth Savings here. And I have the Sloth Savings right here. So to save time, I always like try to finish this before I show it, and I just color them in. So I've been able to color in this time around 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So instead of going down, I went across. And so that is going to equal 124. So I'm going to be saving $124 right now. Okay, so it's 120, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so 124, and let me share how much money I'm sending to my investments. Now, my goal this year is to completely max out my Roth IRA, something I have never, I mean, when I say never, I've never maxed out an IRA. My Roth IRA. I'm so excited to be maxing that out this year. So most of my money is going to that. I have 100, 20, 40, 65, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. So $179, guys. And then I'll be putting maybe $100 in each position, but the bulk of the money will be going to my Roth IRA, and I'm really excited about that. My next challenge is my $20,000 savings book, which comes from the Almost Organized Owl. Nita, that's her creation, that's her channel. And I have this cute little savings book, and I am just going to be using this throughout the year and probably into next year until I finish it. So I'm working on these challenges here. And so for this one, I'm going to be saving $60. So each one is worth $20. So let's get this colored in. Okay. All right. So all my sunsets are done, or either sunrises, probably sunrises. They're all done. So I just need to add my $60 to this. Move everything up a little bit. 40, 60. Okay. All right, so I have a total of 20, 40, 60, 80, $120. When I retire, I really want to have multiple funding sources just to make sure that if one of them dries up, I'll have other sources to pull from. And so my plan is to, of course, have Social Security. I'll be using that. And then I do have a small pension from a previous employer. So that is something that I can definitely add to my retirement. Then I will be using my 401k rollover IRA funds. I have my Roth IRA funds, my personal investment accounts, and my dividend accounts. So all of my dividends that I earn in retirement, I will be cashing those out and using those to supplement my income. And then any other additional extra money that I receive will be a part of that. So that is how I am planning out how I'm going to be living in retirement and what I'm going to be using to fund that retirement. Okay, so this is the 2026 challenge, guys. This comes from Nita, the Almost Organized Owl. And I am going to do the 17, 10, 30, 29, and 26. Let's do those four. And is it 4 or 5? No, it's 5. Okay. So I have 5 that I'm going to check off. So 17, 10, 30, 29, 26. And all of that equals 112. And I'll come back and color those in later. And then I will add 112. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 10, and 12. Okay. All right. How much money am I sending to my accounts from this? Let's see. Okay, I'll be sending a total of 120, 40, 60, 80, 205, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, my next challenge is my 12-month savings bundle, the Boss Lady Challenges, and let's see what I'm going to be working with. So for the month of January, I only have 2 rows here to finish, and these are all worth $5, so that's 20 and 40. So I'm going to check those off because I'm going to finish this row, finish this page. Actually, the month of January is finished. Okay, so that's $40 for the month of January. And now I'm going to move into February. Okay, so for the month of February, I am going to just complete 1 row here of 10s, and that is going to be $40. So let's get 1 row completed. Okay, and I will grab, that was 40 and 40, so I need $80. 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay, all right, I have my $80, and let's see how much money I have already saved in this. Okay, so I have a total of 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80, 180. Wow, that is excellent. My last challenge is my another Save 2026. This one comes from Reynolds Budgets, and this is a, a much more smaller, more compact Save 2026 challenge. I'm gonna go ahead and just check off $50 for the month of February, even though we're in March. I have 20, 45, and 50. I have 52. Those $2 can be carried over for the next time around, but there's a 50 right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark that. And I didn't finish the whole month, but again, some months I will probably start with this challenge and I'll put more money on them. And then, other months I will work on the other challenges and start those first. But the most important thing is I saved something, right? So that is exciting. So let me share how much money I have saved in the 2026 challenge here. Okay. All right. So I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140. So 140. So, considering that last month I cashed up $480, and this month I had about 508. So that is close to 1,000, correct? Let's add it up. Let me grab my calculator. Okay, so I had 480, and then I had 500, and I believe it was 508. So that's $988, almost $1,000. That will be going to my investments just from extra savings that I have been doing. And this really works well. I love the fact that You know, I have a dedicated savings, and to be able to really push yourself to reach goals, you have to sometimes do extra things, and you have to make it a very, very intentional move by saving and finding the funds to save, because that's half the battle. We want to save more. Like, I wish I had more to save, but this is a great start. And so any future savings will go towards my March savings for my retirement savings binder. But that is my retirement savings binder. I'll get all those envelopes in there. And that was the month of February. Guys, so before I leave, it is time to work on my So You Think You Can Save challenge. This is a free challenge. This is a challenge I'm doing all year with everybody. And I hope that you're continuing to save, whether it's $1, whether it's 5, 10, or you're mixing it up. We're saving money all year so that we can show that we can save money and we can save, okay? All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and add $20. I'm gonna check off these stacks of cash. So all of my stacks of cash are worth $10. My little piggy banks are worth $5. I have $20, so I'm gonna just do 2 of those stacks of cash. Okay, so that's 10 and 20. Okay, and I have my $20 here. And so I have been able to save 20, 40, 60, 85, 95, 105, and 10. So $110 is what I have saved so far in my So You Think You Can Save challenge, which is really good. I'm really proud of the amount I've saved. I still have a ways to go, but $110 is great. I think I set out to have a $500 savings goal. So I think I'm gonna probably reach that goal. And if I end up running out of room, I'll just start another challenge, because the goal is to save as much as you can. But that is everything. I've been able to add some funds to my retirement savings. That is going very well. I'm really happy. My next video, I will be doing a retirement update, sharing with you all how much money I was able to save in the month of February, where all of my money went, how I allocated it, and what is that total. The beauty of saving is that you can make it exciting, or you can keep it simple by just transferring the money. It's okay. The bottom line is you're saving some money and you're working on accomplishing a goal, right? All right, everybody, that's all the time I have. Thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate you all. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.